It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the Bears. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Geno now to throw. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Able to complete this one to McCloud. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and
this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Stuck for a loss by the safety, Eddie Jackson. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now Smith. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now it's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 3-0 after one on EA's. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Montgomery. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung him.
They'll run with Montgomery. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Fields going to hold on to it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Alert! Alert!
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Justin Jones there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes run a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Off play action, Fields.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Open man is Jauan Jennings. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now on 2nd and 13. Smith being chased out left. And this one too low.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there hauled in by Claypool. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Fields on first down. Claypool with another catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Fields going to take this himself, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 50, here's Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. The first catch of the game. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Touchdown Bears! Dante Pettis, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And right side, they're going to go option here. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. To throw is Fields. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. the ground, McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now Fields and the Bears down by 10. A minute 45 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. All eyes on Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Here we go.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. There he goes, right side. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Well, CD always